All right, hello fourthies and welcome to your week 7 update video. I cannot believe it has been 7 weeks since I've seen you. I just think that's crazy. I honestly thought it would be a couple weeks and we would be back in the classroom, but apparently the world had other plans for us. So here is your week 7 update video. All right, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is changes to Zoom, okay? So with these 7 weeks, I've noticed that the numbers are kind of dropping. And so I don't feel like it's necessary to have a Zoom every single day. So I'm just going to pare those down to Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay. So we're only going to meet, as a class, for an optional video, to play games and to go on field trips and stuff, just Tuesdays and Thursdays, because the last Zoom we had, we only had like 2 or 3 people, which isn't really a lot. So we're just going to pare those down to Tuesdays and Thursdays. However, that being said, you are free to Zoom me during my office hours at any point in time. So if you have a question with something or you can't find an assignment and you want like a faster response, Zoom me. Don't be scared to do that. Just send me an invite saying, hey, I need to Zoom. Remember, my office hours are 8 to 11 in the mornings every day and then 3 to 6 in the afternoons. So feel free to do that. Remember, you can also email me with any questions you have. A lot of you like to do chat on Zoom. That's fine too. Or even comment on things. For the comments, I don't always respond because sometimes I already put the answer in there. But again, you can always email me for questions that you have. I'm pretty quick with my email. I don't have my phone on me all the time, but I'm usually faster with email than I am with checking the comments on Google Classroom. So Zoom, we did a lot of fun stuff. So if you have been unable to hop on Zoom during that 3 o'clock to 3:30 slot, that's okay because they're not mandatory. But I just wanted you to be aware of some of the stuff we do. We do a lot of directed drawing. So we did a cactus one time. We do a lot of games, so scavenger hunts. We do a lot. And then the last Zoom we did a Disney movie guest thing. And then this week we're gonna go on some field trips. Okay, so just to give you a heads up of what we do. It's that. So I just wanted to kind of give you a picture of what the rest of the year is going to look like. For me, in ELA and now in writing, because we added writing, you are doing work every day. You know, Mondays are catch-up days, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're covering something new. That is how it'll go until the end of the school year. So I don't want you to think, oh, just because we're not in school means we're done. We're not done yet. We still have some learning to do, so don't forget. All right, so I just want to kind of reiterate what I was talking about last week with writing. So writing is going to be a weekly component now. I know originally I just said ELA and math, but I talked to Mrs. Vinoy and I told her some of the things that I was noticing, and she said, yeah, it's fine. So writing is going to be a weekly component now. So I said this last week, but I'll say it again. It needs to be a hard copy piece of paper, and you're writing with a pencil. So a lot of you turned in writing prompts that you typed on pages. That's okay if you do it after the fact, but what you turn into me needs to be hard copy writing on a piece of paper because we are working on writing. And reminder about your writing prompt. So you're usually going to have a prompt a day. This week is going to be a little bit different, but remember, both Miss Mitchem and Miss Lambert's class, you were both doing this. It needs to be hard copy, like I said, on a piece of paper, 5 to 7 sentences, so a full sentence. And your prompt is found on my weekly calendar PDF. It is the second slide, and it tells you every single prompt for every single day. So Monday, there's catch-up day. Tuesday, you'll get a new one. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It'll have every single one. All right, speaking of homework, the next thing I want to talk about is missing assignments. So I think now that we're actually doing real assignments, I think what I'm going to do now is post all missing assignments for the past week on Monday. So if you didn't turn in an assignment for me last week, I write those down and I put those on Google Classroom. So every single Monday, I did it last week, but I'm just making an announcement that I'm doing it every Monday. You know, Mondays are catch-up days. This is your day to check to make sure you have everything in. If not, I'm going to put your name on Clips video or whatever. So make sure you get that done on Monday so that you don't have to keep doing it on the next week. You can just focus on this week's stuff. So the next thing I want to talk about is grades. We were kind of unsure how grades were going to go for a while, but now we have an answer for them. And I'm just going to be completely transparent with you on how this goes so that come May 22nd, there's no surprises about what you got for your grade. So this is how it's going to go. So your grade is going to be based off of your third quarter grade. So you cannot do worse than that. So say that you got a C. I can't give you a D, nor will I give you a D because I'm not there to help you. The only way that your grade can change is if it stays the same, number one. So if you got a C and you're not doing your homework and you're not showing me that you want a better grade, you're still going to end up with a C. But if you are trying and you're doing all your assignments and you're doing a super, super awesome job with asking questions, then I can bump your grade up to a B or maybe even an A. So if you had a grade of a C or below, so if you had a C, a D, or an F, I'm going to be reaching out to you this week and letting you know that. And letting you know either to keep working hard or maybe, hey, let's step it up a little bit so that we can raise that fourth quarter grade. So the whole point of me telling you how the grade is going to go, again, is because I want to be completely transparent and open with you about that. So that way, when the semester's over, there's no real surprises. And I am your biggest cheerleader. I want you all to be straight A students. I want that for you. So I'm doing it because I care. I'm not doing it because I want to be annoying. So remember that. Okay, now on to the fun and exciting stuff. So a couple of you have already probably noticed this, but on Friday, I actually posted some more things to our fun activities. I posted some crossword and word finds, and then I also posted, what did I post? More coloring sheets, I believe. So I posted 2 more things, and then this week I'm going to post a YouTube playlist. So if you're working on your writing or maybe even math and you want to listen to some music, you have that. So I will post that on our Google Classroom, and you can access it as long as you have YouTube. You can even access it on mom or dad's computer or iPad or even phone. So that's another thing. I love music in the classroom, and I love music when I'm working, so I thought that you would another just for fun activity that I meant to add last week, but I got caught up in all of the stuff, and I wanted it to be perfect, was the book recommendation project. It was on your calendar, and I just didn't get to posting it, but I will post it, and you should definitely do it. It's just a little book recommendation bubble, and I will print them out and laminate them for future 4th graders. So don't forget about that. I would love to see you do it. And again, kind of goes with effort. If you're showing me that you're really trying and you really want to improve your grade and you got all of your must-do activities done and you're even trying the may-do activities, it's really going to help you. So don't forget about that. Last thing I'm going to talk about is how much I miss you so much. I hate it. I hate not being in the classroom. I hate not seeing you every day. I hope that your home schedule is getting a little bit easier and school isn't too bad. You guys are super, super lucky that you have iPads because a lot of kids don't. So just remember that I miss you, and I'm always here if you need anything. Don't be afraid to reach out.